Hi everyone, this is Lesley Suzette Inspiringly Natural here with some more great content. Today we're going to talk about 3 fragrances that they just have me like in this chokehold. I just can't stop smelling them. You ever been there? Well, I'm there. So see you when we get back. Hi everyone, this is Lesley Suzette. All things beauty, all things fragrance, all things self-care. I have one goal in mind, everyone, and that is to inspire as many of you as I can to be your most best and most beautiful selves, both inside and out. Have you ever had that happen to you? That there's just a fragrance or 2 or 3 or 20 that you just can't stop smelling? If you've been there, holler at your girl in the comment section and let me know what those fragrances are, because these 3, I just can't stop pulling them. The first one is none other than Carolina Herrera Good Girl Blush. First of all, you all know if you've ever had a Carolina Herrera perfume in the Good Girl version, that the stiletto is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, this is my first Carolina Herrera perfume. I've been trying them, I've been smelling them, and none of them really impacted me. None of them appealed to me, appealed to my senses. But when I smelled the Good Girl Blush, because I was like, maybe the elixir will be better, it just did not appeal to me like this one. And you all, I keep reaching for this thing. First of all, it's absolutely gorgeous. And the smell, you all, this is an absolutely gorgeous fragrance. It's floral, it's creamy. Gosh, it's powdery and fruity and just sweet. It has top notes of bergamot, bitter almond. You all, I love bitter almond. I love it. It goes great with cherry, but this one doesn't have cherry. It has a middle note of peony and ylang-ylang, which ylang-ylang is one of my favorite fragrance notes, you all. And then in the base, you're getting this vanilla. It's like a rich, creamy vanilla and that creamy tonka bean. You all, this one is just so beautiful. Many of these, they have the same DNA, but they tweak it and they add or take away something. This one, you all, with that peony, that ylang-ylang, that vanilla, oh my gosh, that bergamot in the top and the base of that tonka bean. This is creamy and fruity and yummy. I could dress this up or dress this down. Today, I mean, it's Sunday. I could wear this to church, or I could dress this up and I could wear it to date night. Whatever floats your boat. This one fits the bill, and it's just so beautifully done. Again, you all, that is the beautiful Carolina Herrera Good Girl Blush. So you all, this next fragrance, you will see this again because it's slated to be in my top 5 winter fragrances. You all know, if you didn't watch last week's video, go back, because those are my top 5 or my 5 favorite holiday fragrances. But I've got a video coming up with some content on my top 5 winter fragrances, those fragrances that just smell good and hold up in the cold weather. And here, it's been in my hometown. We were up in the mountains just a few days ago, and it was cold, okay? But then we got home, and it was like colder. It's like 20 in the 20s, 30s. It's just been cold. Or how about 30s feeling like 20s? It's been cold. And these fragrances, this particular one, so beautiful, so elegant, one of my favorite vanillas, and I just keep reaching for this thing. It is so, to me, exotic. Well, let's not say exotic. Let's say sexy. Let's say sultry. Let's say spicy. Okay, sexy, sultry, spicy. There you go. And it's none other than Dior's Addict. Addict by Dior. You all, first of all, I'm in love with this beautiful bottle. It speaks sexiness. Dior just has a way sometimes of making things classy. And this one is a classic fragrance. It's not new. It's been around for quite some time. They've had some variations of it, but this one is just a beautiful, sweet, floral, oriental, spicy fragrance that is just absolutely bourbon vanilla forward in the base and the dry down. So this has top notes of Tunisian orange blossom. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I gotta spray it. Oh gosh, you all. Okay. This has been this is just beautiful. That Tunisian orange blossom, that mandarin orange leaf together, and then in the mid you get that jasmine sambac absolute, and then that bourbon vanilla in the base. This is an absolute, it's very, how do I say this? That it's not complex, okay? The fragrances, the notes are pretty straightforward, but when you put them together, that Tunisian orange blossom is not just any old orange blossom. It is spicy, it is fruity, sweet, floral with the jasmine sambac absolute, and then the dry down of this thing is where the sexy sultry comes in. It is just, beautifully spiced. How about that? You ever had a yummy dessert that was just, let's say, had nutmeg or cinnamon, and it was the perfect blend of the two, and it was just spicy and sweet enough where it still made your mouth just, it was so delightful. That's what this is. To me, you dress this up. Okay, this is not an everyday wear. You dress this up. You wear it in the evenings. You want to be sexy, sultry, spicy. You wear this with a pair of nice blue jeans or some leather pants. I have some black leather pants with some high-heeled boots. And I'm telling you, I put on my satin or silk navy long sleeve blouse. Comes down, the décolleté is kind of, not too low, but low enough, honey. And you put this on going out, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap. In fact, I'm already saying this is the perfume for New Year's Day. My husband and I always go someplace special for dinner on New Year's Day to celebrate the new year. He picks a fine dining restaurant, and we dress up and we do the doggone thing to open up the new year. Well, this is it. As I was talking about this, it hit me, you all. Best and Beautifuls, it hit me. This is the fragrance for New Year's Day 2025, Lord willing. Hey, this is it. You all, I can't stop talking about this, but I'm going to. Dior Addict. So you all, this last fragrance is new to my collection. I think I've had it maybe a month now, and I just keep going back to it. You all, again, if you've ever had a fragrance that you just keep going back to over and over again because it's just that good, it makes you feel good, the endorphins start to roll in, and you just get in that happy place, let me know in the comment section. I love hearing from you all. But last but not least, you all, this one is, you know how I say it doesn't take much to smell good? This one is not an expensive fragrance. You won't break the bank, but oh my gosh, you'll keep going back to it. That's what this is doing to me. And it is none other than, by Paris Hilton, Ruby Rush. Ruby Rush. I don't know, maybe just by thinking about it in these bottles, of the three, I mean, maybe it's the bottle, but it is the fragrance though. It is the fragrance. First of all, look at her. Focus in on her. She is ready for New Year's Eve. Yes, she is. She's ready for New Year's Eve. She's got her gown on, red and gold. Or is that silver? I can't tell right now. But you all, she is just gorgeous with her strapless dress on. And you all, she smells even better. She looks good, but she smells great. You all, this one has top notes of cherry. Right away you get the cherry, but this is offsetted, you all. You know, cherry is just cherry forward, but this top note, these top notes, it makes the cherry even better because it's cherry, cream, and hibiscus nectar. And there's something about that hibiscus nectar with that cream that just hits the cherry note just right. It elevates the cherry note in this fragrance, in my opinion, because you get that hibiscus, and hibiscus smells so good. The nectar of the hibiscus, the cream, it's just a very vibrant opening. Cherry can sometimes be kind of liquory, a liquor note, but this one is a vibrant cherry because of that hibiscus nectar and that cream. And then you all, in the mid, you get that raspberry blossom and red dahlia and water lily. You talk about just all of these beautiful flowers. And then in the dry down, you get that musk, that sandalwood, and that vanilla. You all, this does not smell like a cheap fragrance. This does not smell like an inexpensive fragrance. It smells like an elevated fragrance that you could wear to brunch or to lunch for a luncheon, or you could go to a beautiful winter wedding. It's just that good. It's very versatile in nature and in smell. And I absolutely I love it because I can't help pulling it. You see me opening the top over and over again. I can't help smelling this. It makes you happy. It makes you, because sometimes winter days can be kind of gloomy if the sun's not shining. But when you open this, honey, and you smell this, you would think that on a gloomy day, the sun was shining. That's how good this fragrance is. And again, it doesn't cost much. I believe this one you can get for $25.95 right now at Amazon. At some other places, it's a little more expensive, $35. But you can't beat that. It's a 3.4 and it is absolutely gorgeous. That is, my friends, Ruby Rush by Paris Hilton. So you all, thank you so much for watching this content today. You all know I can't leave without a few words of inspiration. So there's this scripture that I read all the time, and it says, "Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and the King of glory shall come in." And then it asks the question, who is the King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. He is the King of glory. So when I read that, sometimes I'm not always in the best of moods. Sometimes I'm a little low. But when I read that particular verse, it almost forces me to lift my head up. If my head is hung down, when I read the scripture, it encourages me to lift my head. Where is your head right now? If your head is hung down, I'm inspiring and encouraging you to lift it up. The King of glory is coming in, you all. And he is strong and he is mighty when you are weak, when you don't know which way to turn, when you don't know what to do. His strength comes in and he says, listen, I'm here to save the day. Here I am to save the day. That's who God is. And I just want to inspire you today that if you have a hung down head, if you're low, if you're depressed, if you're going through a situation, lift up your head. Look toward heaven. Look toward greatness. Just know that he can lift your head and make things better. Listen, I don't know if I inspired anybody today, but I inspired myself. So you all, we don't have to walk around with a hung down head. We can walk with our heads held high, and we can know that we have a God that is strong and mighty and that will see us through any tough situation. Listen, I'm Lesley Suzette. All things beauty, all things fragrance, all things self-care. I have one goal in mind, everyone, and that is to inspire as many of you as I can to be your most best and most beautiful selves, both inside and out. Listen, thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. This channel is growing, and it's all because of you. Thank you so much. Please go ahead. If you haven't subscribed yet and you got value from today's content, go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button, the thumbs up button. I appreciate your support. Listen, share this video or this content with your family, friends, and loved ones. And what are you waiting on? Go ahead, hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when Lesley Suzette is out with some more great content. Well, until next time, you all, well, before I go, there's going to be a video somewhere around here, either up here or down here. Go ahead, if you want to watch more great content, it's available to you. Go ahead, hit it. I don't know where it is, but it's going to be somewhere. Well, until next time, everyone, I'll see you. Bye.